character of Superman has had many different renditions on his classic suit. All of them have stayed within a very similar design principle, as the suit is actually very simplistic in nature, and in this list, there's not really a bad suit in my opinion. It's just more of suits of my preference, and I would like to know your guys' suit preferences down below in the comment section. Leave your rankings below. My list is not the right list, it's just my opinion, and I'd love to hear you guys down below in the comment section. But starting off at the very bottom of this, we're going to start off with Kirk Alyn. This is not a bad Superman suit neither. It's very simplistic, and I think that's why it's at the very bottom, is because I really don't like the way the cape sits on the shoulders. It looks very blankety. I really think it looks a little bit too simplistic. And the suit, I mean, we talk about James Gunn's Superman suit not being too form-fitting. This one just looks slightly off, especially with that cape. Next up, we have George Reeves. George Reeves, really solid design for the costume. It looks very simplistic. I think it looks very Superman-y, which is kind of hard not to do with a Superman costume. But there's others on the list that I just kind of prefer over this one as the designs get more and more intricate in design. Next up, we have Tyler Hoechlin in his classic black rendition of his Superman suit in the CW series. I like his red and blue version of the suit a lot more. I think the black variant of this, highlighting those buckles on the cape, really don't do it for me. I mean, it's not a terrible suit, but I just think that there's other renditions, once again, that just look slightly better than this. And again, those buckles with the black for some reason just don't look that great. Next up, we have the suit that was never officially released, and that was Nicolas Cage Superman Lives Unfinished suit. I'm not talking about the test photos, I'm talking about the official look that they were going to have for his red and blue variant. There were many variants of suits that they were going to have in this movie, like regeneration suits, but talking about the main one that looks the best, I think this one is actually not a bad design. I really like the shininess of the texture of the costume. The hair looks kind of cool with the cape as well. The mullet style was the Superman style at the time that this film was going to be released. The only reason why this one is this low is because it looks a little bit too plasticky in the costume. And also the belt buckle looks very Batman-y, which Superman is definitely not Batman, so I feel like that comment brought it down quite a bit. But overall, not a bad looking suit. Next up, we have another Tyler Hoechlin Superman suit. This is his first appearance suit that he has in his Superman show, and gotta say, it's not a bad looking design, and I get the idea that they were going for. It's his first appearance rendition from the original comics, and it looks really cool in live action, but the only problem with the suit is the muscle suit. It makes him look really exaggeratedly big compared to his head circumference, and it does look kind of weird. But I love the effort that they gave to it though, and that's why I put it a little bit higher up, because it's cool to see that they try to bring it into live action. Next up, we have the Dean Cain suit. This suit is actually really cool. I love the shininess of the suit. It looks very poppy with the colors. I also love the way they kind of put the cape on the buckles. It's a really unique suit. It's very simplistic, but I think there's other simplistic designs that do this better, which will be higher on the list, and you'll see who I'm talking about. Next up, we have the Tyler Hoechlin main suit in his Superman show, and gotta say, this was a major upgrade over CW variant. I think that the design of the suit is a little bit more inspired by Henry Cavill's suit, but just a little bit more toned down compared to the Man of Steel design, but not a bad design. There's other designs that I kind of prefer over this one, and it's not a bad suit at all. Brandon Routh in his Superman Returns suit. This is going to be controversial why I have this one much higher, because a lot of people don't like this suit. A lot of people hate on the cape, how it looks very leathery, and the logo, how it looks leathery, which is very much in Bryan Singer's style, especially going back to the X-Men movies where they're basically wearing leather. But I don't mind the design. I think the darker red is a very interesting take on a Superman outfit, and the leather designs never bothered me. The only reason why this suit doesn't necessarily work as well for me is really the chest emblem. If the chest emblem was bigger, with that type of design, I feel like it would emphasize more power to the suit, and it would have been much higher on the list in my opinion. I don't mind it. Next up we have old school Christopher Reeves. This is as good as a spandex Superman suit that we're ever gonna get. But you'll see some other ones that I think are a little bit better. This one is the iconic Superman suit. I mean, it's Christopher Reeve. He put on so much muscle to fill out that suit that he makes it work. And it's a phenomenal piece of crafting in cinema. The spandex look really works for this version of the character. I love how bright the blues were, how bright the reds were. And the symbol just looks perfectly sized on the suit, and I adore the Christopher Reeve suit. This one might be controversial to put this over Christopher Reeve's, but I don't mind the David Corn sweatsuit. This was a suit that I originally hated when I saw the first image that was released by James Gunn. That should not have been the image given to the suit because I thought it looked very cosplay-y and I hated the colors. Seeing it in action and seeing the different stages that's going to be put through throughout the movie, from scorched to being pristine clean, I can say that this suit has grown on me quite a bit. There are some elements to the suit that I do think could be better. Like, I do think the suit could be more form-fitting and less baggy. But the design itself, I think, looks really cool. Very much inspired by New 52, the emblem kind of inspired by Kingdom Come. Very, very interesting suit design. And again, if it was more form-fitting, this would be much higher, but it's still a very good suit in my opinion. Next up, we have the Henry Cavill black suit. This suit is great. I don't know what you want me to say. It's really good. The black and silver always looks really cool on Superman. All it is just a recolor of his main suit, which is a work of art. I think the Henry Cavill Superman suit arguably could be the best Superman suit. Just the textures of it, the Kryptonian kind of design on the S, the minor hieroglyphics all over the suit. It's very much a different take on the Superman suit, but one that works and one that feels just right. You also see some silver accents underneath the muscle tone, emphasizing the fact that he's the Man of Steel, but it's not overdone to the point where it looks noticeable. And all in all, this is like almost as perfect as a Superman suit you can get. Except for one more, and that is Brandon Routh's Kingdom Come suit. I immediately fell in love with the Superman suit. When I said there was a spandex suit that was better than Reeves, this is the one I was talking about. They essentially took Kingdom Come Superman from the comic book pages and brought him to CW, and this is one of the best Superman suits I've ever seen. It has the right type of colors. It also has the right type of darkness with the logo contrasting with the colors and brightness of his cape and outfit. It really is a one-for-one from the comic books of Kingdom Come. And I also really love the way that Brandon Routh looks in the suit as well. He looks like Kingdom Come Superman brought from the pages to real life. The only problem really is maybe the muscle suit maybe does make him look a little bit extra big, but there were moments in Batman vs Superman where you can tell the muscle suit for Cavill made him look really huge too, so I think this can also get a pass as well. It's a phenomenal rendition from the comic books, and I think personally it's just my favorite Superman suit. But with all that being said, that's just my ranking of the Superman suits. What are your guys' rankings down below in the comment section? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I know a lot of you probably will disagree, but I would love to hear you guys' opinions down below in the comment section. You guys are awesome.